season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Lyle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jason.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Give to the single back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking for a man. It's Owens. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They're on the board first here in the
about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Try to do it again on this one. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Owens. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, you can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there. Giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He now has 62 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. Oh, what a move to get room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the DD. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Moore.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Lyle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Owens. Got a man, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Got it in the middle. It's carry on. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Owens. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sooners are on the move. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miles. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Punts it out of the air. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Right. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. And it matters the most. On big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the tight end. There are a few things that just made me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on 3rd down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on 3rd down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. Looking to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Let's go. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The play action fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock second down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Coming out with it, it's Miles. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they... Everybody on the same page. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's a heat. He tries to take the top off. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.